guys, so after I posted my Trader Joe's haul, I mentioned a couple of recipes and I had overwhelming response of comments of people asking to share them with you. So I was so excited to do that. I'm making my Greek couscous salad today, which I pretty much have on a weekly basis. It's that good. So easy, very minimal ingredients. So if you want to see how I make this and all the ingredients that you'll need, then just keep watching. So for your ingredients, I'm using Trader Joe's brand whole wheat couscous. You can use whatever brand you would like. I just did about 1 cup of it and I just prepared it as the package directions advises. And then I have some Greek Kalamata olive oil that I also picked up from Trader Joe's, but you can also just use straight extra virgin olive oil. I've tried it before. And then for your veggies, I have about half of a bell pepper. You can use whatever color bell pepper you would like. Some parsley. I happen to really love parsley, so I just kind of use as much as I think would be good. I have half of a lemon, 1 little cucumber. I call them pickle cucumbers. They look like pickles, but they're just 1 cucumber. And then some Kalamata olives pitted. And now I'm just going to chop up my parsley, cut up my bell pepper, cut up my olives, and my cucumber, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have everything pretty much chopped and sliced, and now you just mix everything together. So in the bowl of couscous, I have my cucumbers, parsley, bell peppers, olives, which I really feel like make the dish. You really could just use whatever veggies you like, but I definitely would recommend not ever leaving out the olives because that's really just what gives it so much flavor. I don't use any salt because I salted the water that the couscous was in, and mostly because the olives are very salty, so I'm just choosing to leave out the salt. So I'm just stirring this all around. And then I'm going to squeeze my half a lemon. And I've made this both with lemon juice and without. Again, you know, it's however you like your flavors. And then your olive oil. And I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons. And again, you can alter this however you like. If you like more oil, you can certainly add more or less. I kind of like this best cold, so normally I would just put this in the refrigerator for about an hour, but I am starving, so I'm probably just gonna dig right in and scoop myself out a little bit for lunch here. But I do think it tastes better when it's cold. I'm just going to add a little bit of fresh ground pepper. And that is it. So that's how I make my very healthy and yummy Greek couscous salad. And I eat this on its own for lunch all the time. I will use it as a side for dinner. I'll use it as a bed and put a piece of fish or a piece of grilled chicken or some shrimp or even some tofu with it. It's so good, and you can really just alter the ingredients, put whatever vegetables you like. I said I would just not skip out on the Kalamata olives because I think that's really what gives it its punch. Of course, for a more traditional salad, Greek salad, you could add some feta cheese crumbles. I'm not a huge fan of feta cheese, so I tend to leave it out and I have it in the fridge as a side because my husband loves it, so he just kind of adds it as he eats it. But that's everything, and it's really good the next day or the next 2 days afterwards. So I make a big batch and I keep it in my fridge and I kind of eat it for lunch all week, or like I said, I'll take it out for dinner for a side or something. So I hope that you guys will give this a try. Let me know if you do and what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!